Federaciones más el área de la construcción les ofrecen las administraciones de Lyberia por el récord de Burkina Faso de Barcelona. En la categoría con el número 13, Diego, con el 3, Pedrosa, con el 4, Carrera, con el 5, Carrera, con el 9, Cote, con el 10, Verde, con el 11, Raúl de Tomás, con el 14, Mirandés, con el 15, capitán David López, con el 23, Baba y con el 27, Oscar Gil, jugadores suplentes como porteros Olivier y García, jugador del campo Luis López, Guillermo, Fran Media, Dimata, Barbadillo, Verde, Bárbaras, Puyol, Nico y Emma, entrenador Vicente Moreno Pérez. Y con el club deportivo Mirandés en la portería, con el número 13, Raúl Lizoay. Con el número 2 y capitán Carlos Julio. Con el número 3, Javi Jiménez. Con el número 4, Juan Berrocal. Con el número 5, David Villa. Con el número 6, Alex López. Con el número 7, Iván Martín. Con el número 9, Cristo González. Con el número 14, Javi Muñoz. Con el número 28, Víctor Mestre. Y con el número 36, Pablo Martínez. En la grada, esperando su oportunidad como portero suplente, Jesús Reynolds Limones. Junto a él, jugadores de campo, Antonio Carrero, Eric Liga, General Rodríguez, Mario Barco, Simón, Bowen Levy, Nicolás Jackson, Nate Dura, Pablo Trigueros y Sergio Moreno. Entrenador nuestro míster, José Alberto López Mirandés.
Hello and welcome to Anduva Stadium. It's week 29 in the Spanish second division and it's Mirandés against Espanyol. Two sides in the top half of the table and two sides looking to keep themselves in the hunt for possible promotion to the Spanish first division at the end of the season. Espanyol come into this game in third place in the table. They are now a point behind second place Almeria. So a win is vital for them today after two draws in their most recent two fixtures, with Vicente Moreno's side slipping out of the automatic promotion places. Remember, in the Spanish second division, the top two automatically promoted at the end of the season to the Spanish top flight, and then third, fourth, fifth and sixth go into a series of playoffs to decide the third and final promotion place. At the moment, it's Mallorca and Almeria who occupy those automatic promotion places in first and second. But Espanyol can move ahead of Almeria, who play on Monday night against Alcorcón at home in the Estadio de los Juegos Mediterráneos. Mirandés, they find themselves in 8th place in the table. Some 6 points off the top 6, so they need a victory today to draw level with 7th place Ponferradina. Let's have a look at the two lineups before we get underway. Mirandés coach Jose Alberto Lopez makes 2 changes to the side that lost 4-0 disappointingly away at Alcorcón last weekend. Victor Gomez, the right back on loan from Espanyol, can't play for contractual reasons, and Jerka is left on the bench. Alex Lopez, the former Espanyol man, signed in January, comes in for just his 2nd start for Mirandés, and Javi Jimenez returns to the defense after injury at left back. And Espanyol, coach Vicente Moreno, well, he makes 3 changes to the side that drew disappointingly at home against Oviedo last Friday. Didac Villa, the left back, is suspended after his red card in that game. Luis Lopez, the right back, and Barre, the midfielder, left on the bench today. So fullback Oscar Gil returns at right back, and Pedrosa returns on the left. Calero comes into the centre of defence. He makes his first start since the end of January. Referee John Gonzalez gets us underway here in the Anduve Stadium. Mirandés in red and black, kicking from right to left in this first half. Espanyol in their home strip of blue and white on the attack straight away. Ball hoisted clear there by Alex Lopez. Be an interesting evening for him, playing against his former club. First corner of the game goes to the visitors, taken by Mbarba. Ball into the far post, nodded back across. Mirandés getting it away. That's a good start from Espanyol. As we were saying, find themselves some 6 points behind leaders Mallorca now. And a point behind Almeria, having no victory here today. They're putting a bit of pressure on the side in 2nd place in the table, and also cut that deficit on leaders Mallorca, who have a tricky game away in an informed Sporting Gijón side on Sunday. Mirandés, meanwhile, in 8th place in the table on 40 points. They can draw level with Ponferradina, who are in 7th above them on 43. They were only able to pick up a point this weekend's round of fixtures, and their 1-1 draw away at Cartagena. That would leave them just 3 points behind the 6th place Rayo Vallecano. Leave them just 3 points off, of course, that all-important top 6, which at the very least takes you into the promotion playoffs at the end of the season. That would be a fantastic achievement for Mirandés. You've never played in the Spanish top flight. In fact, they were in the 2nd Division B just a couple of seasons ago. Last season had a great campaign, finished in 11th place under coach Andoni Iraola. Always there and thereabouts until the end of the season, when a few results didn't go their way. Had a great cup run once again, reaching the semi-finals when they lost to Real Sociedad. There's a club with a great cup tradition, as Espanyol well know, because Mirandés knocked Espanyol out of the Copa del Rey in the quarterfinals back in 2012. Mauricio Pochettino was coach. The other time in the history that Mirandés have reached the semi-final of the competition. The sides have never met here in Anduva in the Spanish 2nd Division. They only have a meeting coming in that Copa del Rey fixture, and a 2-1 victory took Mirandés through to the last 4. They have met once before this season in the RCD Stadium. Espanyol running out 2-0 winners that day, back at the end of October, thanks to goals from Fran Mérida and Javi Puado. Javi Puado in the starting lineup here this evening. Ball is played into Mesage. Mesage comes forward and drills it in, and that's come off the goalkeeper, and almost an own goal there off Diego Lopez. Mesage's effort coming back off the post. I think the veteran goalkeeper got a touch to turn it onto the woodwork, and then it rebounded back onto the keeper. And so often we've seen those rebounds end up in the back of the net, but fortune favouring Espanyol there. Mirandés coming close to open the scoring with just 3 minutes gone. They've got a corner. It'll be taken by Alex Lopez. Played into the near post. That's going to be another corner. And a slice of luck there for Diego Lopez, Espanyol's 39-year-old goalkeeper. And ball flicked in the near post this time. Mirandés have taken the lead. And it's Mesage again. He was denied just seconds ago by a combination of Diego Lopez and the woodwork. But now fortune has shone on the home side as Victor Mesage gives them the lead with that flick on at the near post. Fantastic effort from Mesage. Shake of the head from Espanyol striker Raúl de Tomás. Mesage gets his third league goal of the season to give Mirandés a dream start here. Let's have another look. The ball coming in the near post. And that is an audacious flick there from Mesage. Defender was right on him, but he managed to get the flick on at the near post. And he almost couldn't believe it himself after coming so close to opening the scoring in the run-up to that corner. Mesage has given Mirandés the lead. And what a start that is for Jose Alberto Lopez's team. They won just one of their last 4 matches. Seen them drift away from the top 6. And Mesage's goal here has put them in the driving seat. And there's Jose Alberto Lopez, the Mirandés coach. Had the tough job in the summer of taking over from Andoni Iraola, who moved on to take the job at Rayo Vallecano. Jose Alberto Lopez, coach with experience in the second division, just over a year in charge of Sporting Gijón. Now what can Espanyol do? 2 questions being asked of Vicente Moreno's side in recent weeks after those 2 disappointing results against Asturian sides for Sporting and Oviedo last weekend. They need a good result here. And they got off to the worst possible start. And here's Vicente Moreno, the man who took Mallorca up to the Spanish First Division the season before last. Couldn't stop them from being relegated the season after last year. Decided to jump ship to take the job at Espanyol, and now looking on as his former club on top of the table. Goalkeeper Wayne quickly off his line. Both teams not afraid to play the ball out from the back. 2 of the sides who have most possession in the Spanish second division. Well, that's a terrible mistake, and a chance here again, and Diego Lopez gets down to deny Cristo. Real nervousness about the visitors at the moment. Former Real Madrid Udinese striker there, Cristo, almost in to double Mirandés' advantage. You can see it was Oscar Gil with the back pass. Now Diego Lopez getting down, just getting a touch on the ball and rebounding back off the Mirandés striker. All kinds of problems at the moment for Vicente Moreno's team. Again, pressure high up the field from Mirandés. Forces Espanyol into a mistake. Here's Alex Lopez. led to the Slovakian Jurka in the starting 11 today, as Espanyol try and put pressure on Mirandés inside their own half. Headed away there by Calero. Calero playing alongside Cabrera in the centre of defence, with David Lopez, who's played mainly as a centre-back this season. Former Napoli man. Back in the centre of midfield, where he played mainly during his earlier career. Headed away by Cabrera. Foul there on Oscar Melendo by goalscorer Mesage. It'll be a free kick to Espanyol. Take it quickly. Here's Calero. There's Oscar Gil. His mistake almost cost Espanyol there. Cabrera out to Pedrosa. Raúl de Tomás. And he scored 15 goals in the league this season. Just 2 behind top scorer Uroš Đorđević, the Sporting striker. De Tomás. Scored since the 20th of February. The last month and a half, he's only scored twice. Goals have dried up a little bit. That has coincided with a slight dip in form for Espanyol. Nevertheless, they're unbeaten in their last 5 matches. Vicente Moreno's side. Sergi Dader back to Calero. Now Cabrera, the experienced Argentine centre-back. Long ball forward, that's got out by Bibian. Now David Lopez playing in the centre of midfield alongside Sergi Dader. Calero back to his goalkeeper Diego Lopez, who's been heavily involved already in these opening 10 minutes or so. There's a handball there against David Lopez, the referee right on the spot. Like a little shove there by Raúl de Tomás. Tomás gets the flick on. It was Javi Puado there looking for Melendo. Mirandés working that nicely. Forward there for Cristo to chase, but Cabrera gets the better of the young striker. That was an important challenge there from Carlos Julio, from the Dominican Republic, playing it right back for Mirandés. Barba looking to turn him. Javi Jimenez falls backwards to Berrocal. Crossfield ball, nodded on. Looking for Ivan Martin. Nicely done by Mirandés, Mesage. Winning all all the important battles in midfield at the moment, the home side. Now, Javi Jimenez. Oscar Gil with the throw-in as we approach the quarter of an hour mark here in the Anduva Stadium. Mirandés leading by 1-0. That's an early strike from SAG, the difference between the two sides at the moment. Again, Mirandés in that ball in midfield. This time Ivan Martin first to it. And he's again close down quickly, but he it's a lucky bounce. He's up to Cristo. Cristo lays it off there. Javi Munoz. Now it's with Pablo Martinez, but the whistle has gone. Offside against the winger on this left-hand side. Well, if you look at that replay, Pablo Martinez clearly onside. The referee's assistant put the flag up. The referee blew the whistle. Now Pedrosa. And ball forward looking for Raul de Tomas. Chests it down nicely, but this time the offside flag is up in the Mirandés half. Well, difficult to see from that angle, but Raul de Tomas looks as though he just started his run from behind that Mirandés back line. Alex Lopez. It's going to be a free kick to Mirandés, foul there by Sergi Dader on Messaguet. Cabrera coming across and helping out as well. Beautifully done by Pablo Martinez, and he hits his shot though straight at Diego Lopez, but another opportunity for Mirandés. Oscar Gil beaten completely by excellent close control by Pablo Martinez. He didn't really have much support, decided to go for goal, decided to go for power rather than placement, and unfortunately hit it straight at the Espanyol goalkeeper. Espanyol on the attack with Pedrosa. Pedrosa, good cross in, headed away by Carlos Julio. Cristo felt he was fouled there by Calero, but the referee happy to allow play to continue. Now Raul de Tomas right in the corner. Back to Calero. Better from Espanyol, ball into the box, cleared by Vivian. Sergi Dader out to Oscar Gil. He's had a rather incident-strewn opening to this game, the Espanyol right back. His poor back pass presenting Cristo with an excellent opportunity for Mirandés to make it 2-0. He was beaten all ends up there by Pablo Martinez. Saved by his goalkeeper Diego Lopez. Now Calero picks out Mbarba. It's going to be a free kick. Foul there by Carlos Julio. Barba taking charge of this dead ball situation. Goalkeeper Lithuanian organising his wall with the help of Pablo Martinez. At the moment it's just a one-man wall. Then Barba switches it left. Played into the box, and the goalkeeper makes a bit of a hash of it. Javier Puado, a chance to get the ball into the box. He's got three defenders in front of him now. Gets a bit of support from Oscar Gil. Now Pedrosa. Caught up there by Calero. Comes all the way back to Diego Lopez. Oscar Gil down the line. Melendo goes over. Free kick given for the challenge by Mesage. Lopez back to Cabrera. Picks up Pedrosa on that left-hand side. Espanyol starting to enjoy a healthy spell of possession. Melendo turns that down, but it's cleared by Mirandés. And Barba was a good couple of yards offside there as he looks to get on the end of Melendo's pass. 20 minutes gone here in the Anduva Stadium in Miranda del Ebro. Town in the region of Castilla y León, just below the Basque Country. A region that's not a favourite one for Espanyol. As Diego Lopez is called into action once again. This time it's Ivan Martin. Mirandés threatening. Good work from Cristo. Ivan Martin is in there, and that's a good save from Diego Lopez. Ball held up by the striker. Ivan Martin with quick feet, fashioning a chance for himself. Third corner of the game for Mirandés. Last time they had the corner, they went 1-0 up. They had Alex Lopez with it. Was it sure? Pulled it back to Alex Lopez, but Pedrosa is going to get there first. Wasted opportunity there from the home side. I'm just talking about Espanyol's record in Castilla y León. In the first and second division, they played in this part of Spain 83 times and won just 10 games. All those 83. They've got an uphill task here after falling behind to Mesage's early goal. Foul on Sergi Dadar. It's going to be a free kick to Espanyol. Lithuanian out of his area. Plenty of time to clear that ball down the left. A flick on there from Cristo. Calero tidies up nicely, heads it back to his goalkeeper. Who's had far more to do, Diego Lopez, and his opposite number, Raúl Lithuanian. Espanyol more of the ball in the last 10 minutes or so, but it's Mirandés who've threatened more in this game. Being closer to 2-0 than to 1-0 as Bibian comes forward. Stopped there though by Raúl de Tomás. And Barba Barba, a good left-footed cross, and it's flicked away there by Berrocal. Jimenez gets it clear. Cristo battling with Calero. Now Cabrera. Good ball into the feet of Mbarba. Brings Pedrosa into the game. Now former Malaga man says either. Cross to Calero. To the feet of Oscar Malendo, who scored Espanyol's goal in that 1-0 draw with Oviedo. And here's a chance for the visitors. It's Raul de Tomas, and he puts it just wide. Former Real Madrid one with an excellent opportunity there to level things up. Not sure if it would have counted though, looking across the line there. It's possibly offside. Referee's assistant let the play go on. I'm not sure if it would have counted. In any case, the Espanyol striker putting that ball wide. The second season with Espanyol, having joined in the transfer window in the winter last season. Nicely done by Alex Lopez, across to Carlos Julio. Now Ivan Martin, ball into Mesaguet. Mirandés confident in possession at the moment when they do have the ball. It's Espanyol who've the greater share of possession, but that won't worry Mirandés coach Jose Alberto Lopez too much. And Barba keeps it in, and he's beaten to the ball almost immediately by Danny Vivian. Vivian scored the only goal of the game in Mirandés' last game here in Andújar when they beat Malaga by 1-0. He chipped over the top for De Tomas, but the goalkeeper is out quickly. Slight collision there with the striker. Lifted over the top by Malendo. I think De Tomas would have been offside again. Lithuanian has picked himself up off the ground. Looks as though he's going to be able to continue. And that falls into the path of Alex Lopez. Poor control though. Espanyol with it back, and now Pedrosa. Pedrosa. And Mesaguet with him. Good defending there from the Mirandés midfielder. His goal has given them the lead here in the first half. And we have Adrián Pedrosa. Cristo, the striker, back helping out his defence, but the ball comes off the referee John González, and that means play will have to be restarted. Drop ball for Mirandés as they were in possession at the time. Free kick given against Pablo Martínez. Another poor ball This time with David Lopez, the guilty party, but Mirandés can't take advantage. Calero gets out quickly to Pedrosa. A little sloppy from Espanyol in this first half. I'm sure that's something that Coach Vicente Moreno will pick up on at half-time. Oscar Gil on the line for Javi Puado. He's wanted to get into the game here in this first half. Oscar Gil there just catching Javi Munoz. And it's going to be a free kick to Mirandés. Chance for the home side to just catch their breath. Missed again, acres of space, but he fails to take advantage. Now Oscar Gil. De Tomas tries there from distance, but that's not too difficult for goalkeeper Raul Lithuain. He got right behind it. De Tomas decided he didn't really have too many other options. Half an hour gone here in the Anduva Stadium. Mirandés still leading by 1-0 thanks to that 5th-minute goal from Victor Messaguet. Now Calero. Gets it back from Cabrera. Taken away by Oscar Gil. Munoz, quick feed to Alex Lopez. Nobody tight down this right-hand side. Now it's Mirandés who give it away. Oscar Valendo. Ball into Mbarba. Chance here for De Tomas. He takes it well. The Mirandés players look across to the referee's assistant on the far side. De Tomas makes a gesture as if to say, well, if it was offside, it was close. He did what he had to do, put the ball in the back of the net. He has been caught offside on a couple of occasions in this first half. Let's have another look at the replay here. Ball is played through. Well, it's very tight there with Berrocal coming forward. It's a good finish from the Espanyol striker, and it could well have brought his side level. It all depends on the VAR review here. De Tomas doesn't seem too clear about it himself. You know, they seem to think it's going to be a free kick. I think the referee has initially disallowed the goal. Now here we get into the debate as to which part of the striker is behind the defender here. Very tight indeed. Difficult to see from that angle. I think that goal might well stand here. The VAR team are having a look at it, and they're talking to the referee John Gonzalez. Very difficult decision to make. Berrocal was moving in one direction and Raul de Tomas in the other. But who was furthest forward as that ball was played through? That's what the VAR team are having a look at now. The initial reaction, as it often is that it was offside. And the goal does stand indeed. I thought it might. Espanyol on level. Raúl de Tomàs with his 16th league goal of the season. His first since the end of February. Has made it 1-1 here. Maybe we can see it again. Berrocal just playing him onside. Referee's assistant quite rightly keeping his flag down. And waiting to see what happened. Really better play from Mbarba to play in Raúl de Tomàs, who then kept his head. And Espanyol are level after a few nail-biting minutes, waiting for that VAR review. Mirandés will be ruining those missed opportunities. They had to make it 2-0. Vicente Moreno's side pull themselves back on level terms. Just over 10 minutes to go until half-time. Espanyol on the attack again. Ball comes in. Cleared by the defender. It's going to be a free kick. Foul on Bibian. Flick on by Pablo Martinez. Calero keeps his head. And Barba bundled over from behind. There's always going to be a free kick. Challenge there, a combination of Alex Lopez and Javi Jimenez. Oscar Gil takes the free kick for Espanyol, back to Calero. Referee's not happy about something. I think the ball was moving when the free kick was taken. And Calero hits it long. Pedrosa manages to keep that ball in, does a good job. Into the near post, headed away there by Vivian. Sergi Dadar. Mirandés get it clear through Pablo Martinez. And they are quickly on the counter-attack. Here is Pablo Martinez, got Cristo in the middle. Good defending there from Oscar Gil, who had to come all the way across from right back. Former Elche man, part of their promotion winning squad last season. Sergi Dadar looking for a free kick on the edge of the box. Instead, it's going to be a corner to Mirandés. The opening goal of the game came from a corner for Victor Mesaguer. It's going to be former Espanyol man Alex Lopez to take it. Decent corner, headed away by Cabrera. Only as far as Javi Muñoz. Javi Muñoz, well, high, wide and handsome. That goes over the top of the stands here in the Anduva Stadium. As we see a replay of how Mirandés took the lead from a corner. And Barber's quick feet. And De Tomàs is finishing. Bringing Espanyol level. A few minutes here before half-time. David Lopez almost playing his teammate Melendo into a bit of trouble. Now Cabrera turns away from pressure there from Ivan Martin. Berrocal wins the header. Meseguer brings it down. It's going to be a free kick. Calero coming through the back of striker Cristo. Fernando Calero, 25 years of age now. Started his career with the Malaga youth teams. As well with his hometown side Valladolid before joining Espanyol at the start of last season. It's going to be Pablo Martinez to take charge here. Espanyol got 2 men on the wall. 2 men at the moment. Now he's got a 3-man wall. Diego Lopez. Mirandés got plenty of players lined up on the far side of the penalty area. Pablo Martinez goes for goal, and not that far away from the 23-year-old. Already come close. Already brought a good save from Espanyol goalkeeper Diego Lopez. And that whistled across the face of the goal. And just wide. So another opportunity for the home side. One of several in this first half. Dadar wins the header to nod it back to Cabrera. Now Calero. He's taken in the stride there by Mbarba. Found Raúl de Tomás. Claims he was taken down by Javier Jimenez. The referee doesn't agree. Mirandés come forward with Ivan Martin. Javi Muñoz pulls it back. It's Javi Jimenez who's up there. Looks to find striker Cristo. We can see the line, which is set by Bergal's foot there. Raúl de Tomás clearly behind that line. Striker scoring his 16th league goal of the season to move within one of the Spanish second division current Pichichi Uroš Đurđević, the Serbian striker, Sporting Gijón. We'll have a chance tomorrow against Mallorca to add to his total. Raúl de Tomás may not be finished here. Just his 4th goal since the turn of the year. And 16 in total for the former Real Madrid man, as Pablo Martinez has 2 Espanyol players all over him. David Lopez and Oscar Gil. Volleyed away by Dadar. David Lopez with the header. Javi Jimenez just launches it forward. It's going to be a free kick fouled by Alex Lopez there. Oscar Melendo, 2 former teammates. Well, Vicente Moreno will be a lot happier following that equaliser in the 34th minute. It's going to be a free kick. Silly foul given away there by the Mirandés captain Carlos Julio. Barba will be the man to whip in this free kick. Into the final minute of the 45 in the first half. I'm sure there'll be a minute or two added on the VAR review we had before Raul de Tomas's goal was given. Meanwhile, Espanyol played that ball into the box, headed away there by Vivian. As far as Melendo. Oscar Hill turns it all the way back to his goalkeeper, Diego Lopez. Calero, the ball into the box, flicked on by De Tomas, and Barba pulls it back, almost finds its way there to Javi Puado. Mirandés get it away as we move into injury time at the end of the first half. Ball's drilled across, comes off the defender, and that is going to be a corner. Just the second of this opening half for Espanyol. We've got 2 minutes of injury time added on by the official John Gonzalez. Espanyol with an opportunity here, and Barba is the man in charge of taking the corner. Flicked on the near post, and what an opportunity, headed over the crossbar there from just a yard out from Sergi Dadar. Espanyol so close to taking the lead here in injury time at the end of the first half. Shake of the head from the former Malaga midfielder. And he'll look at that again and think, how did I miss? Seemed to be slightly off balance, but had he headed the ball in any way down, Espanyol will be going in 2-1 up here at half-time. As it is, a little for Mirandés. Another free kick given by the referee. Cristo penalised as Calero sends that ball forward. And Barba, and Carlos Julio with him. And Barba twisting and turning, gets into the box. And he wins another corner, runs across to take it quickly, realises just seconds left. Espanyol almost took the lead from the last corner. What can they do here? Barba again, punched away by Lithuania. We'll have the 2 minutes added on by the referee, and indeed there is the half-time whistle, I think. Referee just checking something. As that ball is punched away by Raul Lithuania. No real complaints from the Espanyol players there. No claims for a penalty, so it is half-time. Decided to go off here in the Anduva Stadium. It's Mirandés 1, Espanyol 1. The home side taking the lead after just 5 minutes. Victor Mesaguet, the midfielder, with a great flick at the near post from a corner to beat Diego Lopez. Mesaguet had hit the post just seconds earlier. So the best possible start for Jose Alberto Lopez's team. Espanyol were on the ropes. They had opportunities to make it 2-0. Mirandés, Cristo almost went around the keeper after a terrible mistake by Espanyol defender Oscar Gil. But it was Espanyol who grabbed the equaliser before half-time. Raul de Tomas getting in behind the defence, finishing nicely. After a long VAR review, it was deemed that he was in fact onside. So all square here in the Anduva Stadium, all to play for in the second half. We'll leave you with some statistics from that opening 45 minutes of football, and we'll be back very shortly for the second half.
Dale. Vamos, vamos. Venga, venga, vamos. ¡Vamos! ¡Vamos! Cagamos, va. Dale. Vamos, vamos. Venga, venga, vamos. ¡Vamos! ¡Vamos! Dale. Vamos, vamos. Venga, venga, vamos. ¡Vamos! ¡Vamos! Y aprovechamos este descanso para repasar algunos de los marcadores de nuestros equipos filiales, porque hoy el Club Deportivo Mirandés ha tenido partido, ha jugado esta tarde en las instalaciones de Sábado y se ha puesto por 0 goles al conjunto de Burundi, al conjunto burgalés, con goles de Oscar y Sansa. De esta manera, el filial, que lleva ya 9 jornadas consecutivas puntuando, ha sumado 21 puntos de los 27 posibles. El lunes sábado, día 20, a partir de las 4 de la tarde, Verde afrontará lo que va a ser su último partido en la fase regular. Recibirá la visita del Real Águila, que se jugará el puesto definitivo en esta primera fase.
Hello and welcome back to the Anduva Stadium, week 29 in the Spanish second division. Mirandés against Espanyol, 1-1 at half-time. Referee John Gonzalez and the two sides out there ready to get the second half underway. In the opening 45 minutes, it was Victor Mesaguet who gave Mirandés the lead after just 5 minutes. Gratefully gone at the near post to beat veteran goalkeeper Diego Lopez. Mesaguet scoring his third league goal of the season. That was cancelled out by Raúl de Tomas's equaliser after 34 minutes. Well taken goal, which and the two sides went in 1-1 at half-time. Second half underway with Mirandés kicking from left to right in the second period. No substitutions at the break. We'll go through the 2 11s out there on the field in a second, in case you missed it at the start of the game. Mirandés go with Raúl Higuaín in goal. Carlos Julio, Vivian Berrocal, and Javi Jimenez at the back. In midfield, Javi Muñoz, Meseguer, Alex Lopez, and in front, Ivan Martín, Cristo, and Pablo Martínez. Espanyol go with Diego Lopez in goal, Oscar Gil, Calero, Cabrera, and Pedrosa at the back. In the centre of midfield, Ceci Dadra and David Lopez, out wide Melendo and Embarba, and in front, Javi Puado and Raúl de Tomás. Mistake there from Javi Muñoz. Now Dadar almost gets away down that left-hand side. There's a good challenge there from Meseguer. As Cabrera sends it back to his goalkeeper Diego Lopez. Let's play straight to Javi Jimenez. Goes down under the challenge of Embarba, and that's going to be the first free kick of this second half. Embarba in his second season with Espanyol, joined in the winter transfer window last season. Rayo Vallecano midfielder. In his career with Getafe. Adrián Embarba. Quick glimpse of the Slovakia winger Jirka. Left on the bench today by coach Jose Alberto Lopez. Into the far post. Hooked back in. A chance there for Cristo. The ball wobbling around. Diego Lopez got a touch. There was confusion inside the Espanyol penalty area. Everybody thought that ball had gone out of play. A mistake from Oscar Gil. Jimenez looking for Cristo. Javi Muñoz with the effort. Alex Lopez taken down by Oscar Gil. The referee on a quick word with the Espanyol fullback. But there was a certain element of surprise in the Espanyol penalty area when that ball was hooked back across. I think everybody thought it had gone out of play. Challenged by Oscar Gil. That led to a free kick for Mirandés. It's going to be former Espanyol man Alex Lopez to take it. Squares it to Javi Muñoz and gets it back, and then turns it in. Headed away by David Lopez, the Espanyol captain. Pedrosa tries to turn that ball down the line. Blocked by Ivan Martín. Ball lead back towards the Espanyol penalty area and picked up by Calero. Adrián Pedrosa. Meseguer as well. Ivan Martín keeps that ball in. Cristo. Javi Muñoz. That's a great ball in behind. A chance here. Not a great first touch there from Pablo Martínez. As Mirandés for once got in behind that Espanyol defence. 23-year-old brought a good save from Diego Lopez in the first half. It was a clever ball from Javi Muñoz, I think it was, but that heavy first touch just giving the goalkeeper the opportunity to come out now at the angle. And steal the ball away from the feet of Pablo Martínez. Julio gets it away, don't know how much he knew about that. Meseguer. Alex Lopez sends it across for Javi Jimenez to come forward, and now Mirandés in the ascendancy here. 5 minutes gone in the second half. Still Mirandés 1, Espanyol 1. Offside though. Come on. Playing purposefully in this second half. Close to taking the lead just a few minutes ago with that opportunity. In the end was batted away by goalkeeper Diego Lopez. Looks for the return ball, but it comes back to Javi Munoz. Alex Lopez turns one way then another. Espanyol got everybody behind the ball. Comes all the way back to Berrocal. Martin Cabrera half clears it, picked up by Sesidadar. And it's Espanyol who break quickly. Javi Puado into the penalty area, but that's good defending from Vivian. Javi Puado, the man who was on loan at Zaragoza last season, hasn't really had an opportunity to get into this game. Meseguer skips away from Raúl de Tomás rather too easily. Cristo. No support on that left-hand side though, and 3 defenders around him. Foul on Embarba. It's going to be a free kick to Espanyol. Here we can see the ball hooked back in spectacularly by Carlos Julio, I think it was, and then the ball bouncing around. Ball at the far post, the header from Cristo Meseguer, popping it back in, but this time Diego Lopez there. Mirandés so close to taking the lead. Offside substitutes warming up on the sidelines. Mistake from Carlos Julio, loses out. Mirandés win it back. Ivan Martin. A little bit tight there in midfield. Martin loses out to Sesidadar. Get out there by Berrocal. Everybody missing that ball, and it's picked up by Javi Jimenez. Meseguer. Now Cristo gets there ahead of Calero. Has to play that all the way back to Javi Jimenez. Comes across to Vivian. Carlos Julio. Ivan Martin. Quickly closed down there by David Lopez. It's Espanyol who try and break quickly. Melendo going down, and the referee gives a free kick. Javi Jimenez penalised. It's going to be Belgian striker Di Matta to come on to replace Oscar Melendo. Andre Di Matta signed from Anderlecht. Replaces Oscar Melendo. Di Matta, 23 years of age. Already opened his account for Espanyol, scoring in the 2-1 win away at Mallorca. Espanyol's last victory on the road. Now in Barba. The free kick, ball played into the box. Will hook back across, chance here at the far post, and Raul de Tomas has headed that ball in. The referee's assistant on the far side though has the flag up. Espanyol feel as though they should be ahead. I only can think that the ball had gone out of play on the far side there when it was turned back in by Cabrera. Also, player offside as that ball comes in. We'll turn back across. De Tomas with the head of the ball. Clearly crosses the line. Now initially there's a question of a player being offside. I think that's why the goal has been disallowed by the official John Gonzalez. As that free kick came in. Player who went up for the header was in an offside position. So Raul de Tomas's goal has been choked off. The Espanyol striker thought he got a second there. I'm pretty sure the goal has been disallowed for offside. Actually looked as though Cabrera being able to keep that ball in place. He turned it back in, but I don't think that was the reason it was disallowed, as now Mirandés come on the attack, and that's almost a terrible mistake there by goalkeeper Diego Lopez. He's saved by his teammate Cabrera. Strike was from Pablo Martinez, just bounced up in front of the goalkeeper. Ball bounced off his chest, and Espanyol a little bit lucky there that it went straight to Leandro Cabrera, who put it behind for the corner. Action at both ends here as we approach the hour mark in the Anduva Stadium. Still Mirandés 1, Espanyol 1. And how long will it stay that way? The corner comes in from Alex Lopez. Held up by Meseguet. Turned back in, hooked away by Cabrera. And that's a great save by Diego Lopez at the near post. Turned back in by Cristo. And good defending from Calero to put it behind for the corner. Mirandés continue to threaten in this second half. If Espanyol have had the ball in the back of the net, Mirandés have been close as well. Now Alex Lopez with another corner. Berrocal is up there. It's taken short. Drill back in. Held up by Mbarba. Now Sergi Dadar. Looking to release Andre Di Mata, but Javi Jimenez was there for Mirandés. Julio chasing that ball down as we have another look at that save from Diego Lopez, and it was Meseguet again with the effort from the edge of the penalty area. Meseguet gave Mirandés the lead in the first half. Also came close to opening the scoring with a shot that came back off the woodwork, off the post, and then hit Diego Lopez and went just wide. It was just before he scored the opening goal of the game. Mirandés with another opportunity here to swing that ball into the penalty area. Alex Lopez with the responsibility. That's easy for the goalkeeper, Diego Lopez, all the time in the world to take that cleanly. Trip by Barba and Carlos Julio. That's going to be a free kick to Mirandés. Mirandés taking on that left-hand side. Now Javi Muñoz. Goes to Carlos Julio. Going to get in behind Pedrosa. And the Espanyol left-back is aware of the danger. Nice flick on from Carlos Julio. Meseguer. Stopped there by David Lopez. Ivan Martin breaking up that Espanyol attack. Javi Jimenez trying to stop that ball going out of play, but it's going to be a throw into Espanyol. Cabrera with space in front of him. That's that ball crossfield. Javi Puado looking there for Oscar Gil. Easy done by Javi Jimenez. That's again just given away by Mirandés. A bit of pressure at the moment from Espanyol. David Lopez into the feet of Raúl de Tomás na Sesidadar. It's a bit slow at the moment from Espanyol, giving Mirandés plenty of time to get players behind the ball. Give that ball into space for Oscar Gil, but the right back had just checked his run. It's going to be Raúl Lithuain, the goal kick. 30 years of age, the oldest man in the Mirandés starting lineup. It's the younger squad in the Spanish second division. Jose Alberto Lopez's team. Raúl Lithuain, just one of two players over the age of 30 in the squad. The Mirandés keeper only recently turned 30 as well. And the outfield players, only Javi Muñoz and Carlos Julio are over 25. Gives you an idea of what a young squad Jose Alberto Lopez is working with. He's one of those players who over 25, 27-year-old Javi Muñoz. Pablo Martinez to Berrocal. Ivan Martin into the feet of Javi Muñoz. There's a nice ball into Pablo Martinez. Martinez. There's Carlos Julio into the game. Julio with a cross. Headed away by Oscar Gil. And Barba loses out on the edge of his own penalty area. And then there's Cristo. The shot right into the arms of Diego Lopez. 20 minutes gone in this second half. Well, Mirandés won, Espanyol won. Jimenez calling for the ball outside him there. And Cristo going for goal. It's going to be a free kick. Di Mata brought down there by Berrocal. Espanyol getting ready to make a couple of substitutions. It's going to be Lyberia to come on. Nico Melamed also going to enter the fray. First, Espanyol have a free kick on the far side. It's going to be Mbarba, I think, to throw this ball into the penalty area. Ball comes in, looking for David Lopez at the far post. The Espanyol captain can't turn it back. 1 or 2 claims for the corner, but the referee has given a goal kick. Meanwhile, Espanyol the opportunity to make those substitutions. Nico Melamed comes on to replace Mbarba. And it's Lyberia who comes on to replace captain David Lopez. Lyberia has been a fixture in the side in recent months, left out today. Nico Melamed on, 19-year-old midfielder. Got 3 goals in 19 appearances so far this season, Melamed. Lyberia comes on to make his 18th appearance of the season in the league for Espanyol. As Di Mata is bundled over there by Alex Lopez. Nico Melamed, product of the much vaunted youth system at Espanyol. Gets away from Carlos Julio, nicely done, tries to find a man in the middle there. Raul de Tomas. There's going to be a free kick to Mirandés. Foul there by Pedrosa. Dada on the edge of the box. Chance here there for Javi Puado. He made a bit of room for himself. Taken on the chest there by Ivan Martin. It's Melamed who tidies up in midfield. Espanyol now. Di Mata brings Pedrosa into the game. Pedrosa tries to get his cross in, comes back off Ivan Martin. 20 minutes remaining in this second half. Still Mirandés 1, Espanyol 1. Dadar. Cross in over the crossbar. It's not going to trouble anyone really. Says Dadar. 27 years of age now. The midfielder. His career with Malaga, had a spell in France, playing for Olympique Lyonnais. Well, coming back to Spain to join Espanyol. Di Mata shoved off the ball there by Javi Jimenez. The referee happy to play to continue. And then challenge here by Sergi Dadar. The Espanyol players surround the referee. It's going to be a yellow card, I think, for the former Malaga and Olympique Lyonnais man. Yellow card for Sergi Dadar. Referee John Gonzalez doesn't want any more discussion. The first yellow of the game comes after 72 minutes. As for this challenge by Dadar on Victor Messaguet. And that's quite a nasty one. Earlier today we saw a sending off for Girona midfielder Monchu for a very similar challenge. Messaguet still down. And the referee coming across here. I don't know whether he's been talking to the VAR team. I don't know whether he's had a look at that challenge himself. Oh, he's going to cross, I think, to show red card to somebody in the stands. So at the moment, says Dadar is safe. Like I said, very similar to the challenge by Girona midfielder Monchu, which earned him a red card in their game against Lugo. Ivan Martin goes down and the referee gives a free kick. Shrug of the shoulders there from Pedrosa. Thomas seems to be off the field for a moment. Meanwhile, Mirandés looking to make a substitution themselves. It's going to be Gennaro to come on to replace Alex Lopez. Rodriguez, 22-year-old midfielder from Sevilla. The first substitution by Jose Alberto Lopez. Mirandés with a corner, or with a free kick rather, which is just floated up into the air. A gift there for Diego Lopez. Says Dadar. It's Espanyol on the counter-attack. Turned away by Javi Jimenez. We've got a quarter of an hour remaining here in this contest. Still all to play for. And this one, Espanyol won. Pedrosa with the ball into the box. Headed away here by Vivian. Javi Puado immediately set up on there by Gennaro. ball down the line. Looking for Nico Melamed. Carlos Julio gets there first. Nice clearance. Sunny reaches Pedrosa. Now Nico Melamed into the feet of Sergi Dader. Back to Cabrera. Sergi Dader with an opportunity, and he drills it over the crossbar. Got plenty of power behind that shot, Sergi Dader. But couldn't get it on target. Struck it really well, but it was always rising. That's a mistake at the back there from Ivan Martin. Raul de Tomas plays it through, looking for the Mata. Mirandés survive. And the home side almost shooting themselves in the foot there. Mix up at the back, involving Bibian. Espanyol have just come back into the game in the last 10 minutes or so. Mirandés starting to make mistakes like that one there by Genaro. Handing the initiative back to the visitors. Katie Barre. Now Carrero coming forward. Cut out there by Pedrosa. Mirandés have got a player down. Meanwhile, the ball is just being punted into the Espanyol half, tidied up by Cabrera. Now with Calero. Javi Jimenez, the man down for Mirandés. It's going to be a foul there by Pedrosa. Javi Jimenez, who's just come back through injury. Doesn't have a problem with his ankle, the Mirandés left back. He's remonstrating with the referee. I think he was just caught on the foot there by Oscar Gil. Probably one of those which will be a bit painful tomorrow for Javi Jimenez. It seems as though he'll be able to continue here. And that ball is pumped forward. Headed away by Oscar Gil. And Carlos Julio turns that ball over to the left-hand side, where Mirandés have got a couple of players waiting. One of them Javi Muñoz, another Pablo Martinez. Ivan Martin to the feet of Messaguet. Now Cristo, a chance to run at the Espanyol defence. Ball into the box, looking for the run there of Javi Muñoz into the box. Cristo back in Spain after a happy spell at Udinese. 3 goals so far this season for Mirandés in the league. 2 behind leading goal scorer Henrik Jerka, the Slovakian, who's been left on the bench today by coach Jose Alberto Lopez. Javi Jimenez seems to be struggling a little with that foot injury. Oh, Pablo Martinez. That's a good ball forward here. Chance for Ivan Martin, tries to pull it back across, but there's nobody there except Espanyol defender Calero. To the final 10 minutes here in the Anduva Stadium. Mirandés have just lost here 3 times this season. Espanyol have got just over 10 minutes to make that 4. As we see even Martin clean through there and trying to pull it back, looking for Cristo, but the centre forward hadn't really made a run into the penalty area. Diego Lopez with the clearance. Looking for Diamata. Javi Jimenez gets a touch. And that's Berrocal who gets to turn it back to his goalkeeper, Lithuain. Up by Ivan Martin, finds Mesague. He finds Javi Muñoz. Mirandés working out to that left-hand side again. Javi Muñoz switches the play nicely, looking for Julio, who manages to pull it back across, and it's Cabrera who gets it away. Javi Muñoz on the volley, that was optimistic to say the least. Sliced away there. That's nicely done by Pablo Martinez. Got himself a bit of space. And a wild shot way over the crossbar from the 23-year-old. He's done all the hard work. As Espanyol are going to make a substitution. It's going to be the Chinese striker Wu Lei to come on to replace Javi Puado. Experienced midfielder Fran Merida is going to come on as well to replace Sergi Dada. So like for like, Fran Merida, former Arsenal and Barca midfielder. Fran Merida, that's where he began his career. Javi Puado off as well. Mirandés now on the attack, not Espanyol. Foul there by Verde. Moulay on the field, 29-year-old Chinese international. Got 2 goals this season, but hasn't scored since early December. Just over 5 minutes to try and come up with a goal here to give Espanyol an important victory. Meanwhile, it's Mirandés on the attack. Moulay's first contribution is to head that ball out on the far side. Now Mirandés making the substitution as well. Striker Cristo is going to come off. He's going to be replaced by another striker, Simon Moreno, 23-year-old Simon Moreno. His 4th appearance of the season. From Cartagena in the January transfer window. A chance here for Pablo Martinez again, and he puts that ball over the crossbar once more. A chances at both ends here in the second half. Nobody has been able to come up with a goal that would put them ahead. Espanyol have a free kick inside their own half. That was a great chance for Pablo Martinez. Probably easier than the one he fired high, wide and handsome just a few minutes before. Yeah, Lyberia dropping deep. Cadero. The ball out to the left-hand side, looking for Pedrosa, headed away by Carlos Julio. Now Cabrera. Bare. Look at that diagonal ball behind the defence, but it wasn't well held at all. I don't think Oscar Gil really knew it was coming either. Replay of that opportunity for Pablo Martinez. The ball just falling to him, really. With the goal at his mercy. Hitting the ball over the crossbar. Picked on there by Genaro, and Ivan Martin almost getting in behind. Through into Espanyol. Ball breaks to Genaro, back to Carlos Julio. The ball into feet, Ivan Martin gets it back. He's got three defenders around him, but he gets away from all three of them, and he gets to put his cross in, and that's headed in by Simon Moreno, and Mirandés have the lead here with 2 minutes remaining. The second half substitute gets his first goal for Mirandés since joining from Cartagena, and what an important goal it could be for Jose Alberto Lopez's side. Fantastic work down the right-hand side by Ivan Martin. Mirandés finally ahead. They've had the better chances, it has to be said, in this second half. And Espanyol have barely a minute and a half of normal time remaining. Ivan Martin with a great cross in, and Simon Moreno with a perfectly directed header right into the corner. Nothing Diego Lopez could do. Great cross in from the right-hand side, it has to be said. But that wasn't an easy chance, and it was beautifully taken by the striker. He's barely been on the field 5 minutes. 23-year-old, began his career with Villarreal. And Nico Melamed straight on the attack for Espanyol. We're into the final minute of the 90 here in the Anduva Stadium. Is there going to be a late equaliser for Vicente Moreno's side? Looking at their first defeat in 6 matches here. Ball comes in, headed away at the near post. Mirandés just getting everybody back. Genaro it was with the header away. We're into injury time now. Just have to wait to see how long has been added on by the referee, John Gonzalez. 5 minutes added on. Espanyol, 5 minutes to try and salvage something from this game. Ivan Martin just slices the ball into the stand. Espanyol lost just 4 times away from home this season. Could this be number 5? That's going to be a free kick. Striker Simon Moreno penalised for a challenge there on Oscar Gil. Looked like a very soft free kick indeed. Raul de Tomas taking charge of proceedings. We've had one of those 5 minutes added on by the referee. Referee measuring out where the wall should be as Raul Lithuain organises his defence. Raul de Tomas had the ball in the back of the net in the second half, but it was ruled out for offside. Is he going to come up with something special here to salvage a point for Espanyol? De Tomas looks as though he fancies his chances, and he hits it straight into the wall. He's did his job really well, Oscar Gil. Looks for the free kick there, and Javi Muñoz falls right into the trap. Espanyol get ready to take the free kick, where Mirandés get ready to make another substitution. Ivan Martin going to put in that cross for Simon Moreno's goal. Is going to come off, and it's going to be Slovakian Erik Jirka to come on. Mirandés is top scorer with 5 goals in the league this season. His main job is going to be defensive, I think, in the minutes remaining. Espanyol, another soft free kick. And that's cleared away there by Simon Moreno. Nico Melamed has chested it forward. Ball is hoisted high into the night sky. Di Mata. And that's one for Simon Moreno to chase, but goes out of play. We've just got a couple of minutes remaining now. Espanyol desperately trying to get that ball forward. Mirandés just happy to put that ball back into the Espanyol half. Pedrosa. Good defensive header from Dani Vivian. Nice again. Nice that ball through to Simon Moreno. Calero with him. Moreno happy to go into the corner. It's picked up by Fran Merida. Cabrera helps it on. Now Raul de Tomas. Get out by Vivian, who's been enormous at the back today for Mirandés. Now Cabrera is just going to launch this ball into the box. And the throw in. Turned away by Pablo Martinez. Now Cabrera has got a chance to get a cross in. The ball is headed in, and that's a goal from Nico Melamed to make it 2-2 here in the very last minute of injury time. Espanyol have dug themselves out of a hole in the Andúa Stadium. A great ball in from the left-hand side from Cabrera, and Nico Melamed with the header. The 19-year-old midfielder with his 4th league goal of the season, and could be enough to salvage a point here. Mirandés just switching off slightly to allow Cabrera the opportunity to put that ball into the box. And Nico Melamed was there, second half substitute, heads that ball down. Textbook header. Right into the corner. Goalkeeper Raul Lithuain, nothing he could do. And Espanyol have salvaged a point here right at the death against Mirandés. Perhaps a little fortunately. We've had 5 minutes of injury time. And we've had drama upon drama here in Andúva. It looked as though Simon Moreno's late goal would win it for Mirandés. But an even later goal has handed Espanyol a lifeline, and now they've drilled that ball into the area. And there's going to be a free kick for Mirandés. Foul on the edge of the area. We've had Another minute added on. As tempers begin to flare, the referee John Gonzalez has a look at his watch. Foul by Katie Barry there on Javi Muñoz. Boulay and Genaro getting involved. There'll be a free kick to Mirandés. Surely the only seconds remaining now in what has been a pulsating draw here in Andover. And indeed, there's the final whistle from the referee, John Gonzalez. The final score here: Mirandés 2, Espanyol 2. Vicente Moreno side getting themselves out of jail in injury time in the second half, thanks to Nico Melamed's header. It all started as early as the 5th minute when Victor Meseguet's third goal of the season in the league gave them the lead. A little flick on at the near post. And then after 34 minutes, Raúl de Tomàs with his first goal since late February. Excellently taken. VAR review proved that he was onside. That's how it was at half-time. And then in the second half, the game seemed to be destined for a draw. Espanyol had the ball in the back of the net through De Tomàs, but it was ruled out for offside this time. And then Simon Moreno, the second half substitute, appeared to have headed Mirandés into an unassailable lead with just minutes remaining. But then in the very last minute of injury time, Espanyol's Nico Melamed headed home to make the final score here in Andover. Mirandés 2, Espanyol 2.
Dani, voy con Raúl. Estamos ya con Raúl de Tomàs, con el autor de uno de los tantos del Espanyol. Raúl, salváis un punto ahí casi al final. Muy buenas.
Hola, buenas noches. Sí, bueno, no nos vamos satisfechos porque sabemos que tenemos que ganar. Cada vez queda menos tiempo y evidentemente tenemos que sumar de 3 en 3. Pero bueno, sé que sacar algo positivo es que por lo menos hemos podido empatar y sacar un punto que al final pues es positivo, mejor que perder evidentemente, y es un campo difícil, así que nada, ahora hacer lo bueno contra los Goñés y corregir los errores que hoy probablemente hayamos tenido para que no suceda el próximo partido.
Partido muy abierto porque el Mirandés ha llegado mucho a puerta también.
Sí, ellos son un gran equipo, ellos son chavales jóvenes, son chavales que quieren jugar y sabíamos desde la dificultad. Pero bueno, ya te digo, intentar corregir errores, centrarnos en nosotros y intentar sumarle 3 en 3, porque es lo que tenemos que hacer.
Es el tercer empate consecutivo. Parece que en las últimas jornadas os está costando más ganar. ¿Es la categoría que es así? ¿Es los equipos que ya se juegan mucho en la recta final?
Las dos cosas, tanto que los equipos se juegan mucho, pero también nosotros nos jugamos. Y luego la categoría, evidentemente, es muy difícil. Lo digo y lo diré siempre, segunda división es totalmente diferente a otras ligas. Hay mucha competencia, cualquiera te puede ganar y bueno, ya estamos viendo que nadie nos va a regalar nada.
Se os exige muchísimo desde el entorno, a lo mejor, estar ahí los primeros arriba y a lo mejor ahora mismo no estáis ahí.
Sí, lógico, al final somos un equipo que se nos va a exigir, somos el Espanyol y hay que saber, como ya te digo, quién somos y intentar, pues lo que te he dicho, intentar sumarle 3 en 3 porque tenemos que conseguirlo sí o sí, no hay otra opción que no sea la de subir.
Mucha suerte, Raúl.
Vale, muchas gracias.